And action. Oh.
Hello, this is Rotigel-Finegan reporting on the debate of the century. We have Scott Minehart facing off.
Which century?
This century.
Okay.
Facing off against Reggie Walters. First topic.
Soccer or baseball? Which is the best sport?
Oh, this should be good.
All right. Shall you go first?
I will go first. Let's see. Soccer. Great thing about soccer is it's a lifelong sport. You play it your whole life for cardiovascular health reasons.
You might have me there.
I'll rest it right there.
That for sure is a no way, Jose. You kidding me? Go to the. How many people go to in the U.S.? It's a U.S. sport, right?
No, it's a worldwide sport.
What, soccer? Well, I know I'm talking about the U.S. and the U.S. and we're gonna follow that. So if you look at that little board over there, liberal, conservative.
Okay.
That soccer falls underneath like communist. That's the old. No, it's baseball by far is hands down a better sport. It's more cerebral. You know, it's a thinking man's game. There's obviously more money in baseball. Would you not agree?
No.
No?
No. You look at the top world athletes
Yep.
in the world.
Yeah.
Payment, and it's soccer players over baseball.
The average?
No. I'm saying the average.
Okay. Just
I'm
the top
saying
one or two. Top one or two.
The top athletes in their sport in soccer are paid more than the top baseball players.
All right. Yeah. So anyhow, I mean, it's a slam dunk on the. Oh, that's a basketball reference. Sorry.
Ooh.
All right. No, it's a slam dunk.
That's not
Baseball the way.
regulation.
In
It doesn't
terms of-
count.
Keep it on the topic, please.
In terms of a lifelong sport, baseball translates to slow pitch softball, which that falls right underneath the communist.
See that right there?
I agree.
Yeah. See, just because
I
it
still play.
segues
Hey, do
from
you still play
baseball to
soccer?
softball.
Do you
Yes.
you still play soccer?
Yeah.
Wait.
At night.
Really?
Old man league.
Yeah. I still play baseball.
40 and over.
I'm in the 30 and over baseball. These must be really old.
I am really old.
Hey, let's keep it on the topic, please.
All right. Let's see. What other things make baseball so much better than soccer?
None.
The score's
baseball.
like 1-0 like for soccer games.
And so is baseball. You guys get
Very
see that's
seldom.
the difference. You guys get all happy when it's like 1-0 baseball because you're like that's great pitching. That was great defense.
Exactly.
That pitch. That's so boring. There's nothing going. At
Hold
least
on, you just said it yourself. 1-0's boring.
in baseball.
In soccer too.
No, because in soccer be
It
1-0.
never goes past
and there's
midfield, just like back and forth midfield.
I could play a baseball game 1-0 and never break a sweat.
That might be true. It's hot in the summer though.
In the summer. Not in the shade where they're all standing. They're like, or like the 8 players that don't even play. They just sit there and like wait to be called up to. I can go in for 10 seconds, throw 3 pitches, and be done.
And get paid lots of money.
It's not about the money. It's about the sport.
Oh.
It says which sport is better. Again, if I'm the average person, soccer's better.
Yeah. Bah humbug. Bah humbug. No, I would 100% disagree. I get to watch my kids soccer and baseball. Now indoor soccer, that's a little more interesting.
Indoor soccer's a little faster.
It's a
little
lot more
high-paced.
faster. I like the boards. I think it gets a little more football-ish.
Which is funny because pure soccer enthusiasts hate the boards.
Oh, totally.
They hate playing on boarded fields.
I mean, I played soccer. I played it like football, so it was fun then.
There you go.
No, I agree with the cardiovascular. That part, you win on that one. But baseball's way better.
So could I just get some more information on first Minehart, your personal relationship with soccer, your history with it?
Let's see. So I have played soccer for roughly 42 years.
Man, that makes you old.
I've coached soccer at like all levels for 25 years. So yeah.
Okay. Same for you with baseball?
Well, I played baseball since I was 4 years old, so it's about 35 years there for the non-math people in the room. Get your toes out. No, I played high school ball, played college baseball, got to play a little bit of professional baseball, coached high school baseball, little league baseball, travel baseball, and I was a pitching coach at a college for 9 years also.
Wow.
There you go.
Sounds like the two of you have cultivated some great relationships with your students in coaching and in the classroom.
There you go.
As one of those, students. I'm familiar with a few terms, a few nicknames, if you will, that you guys are often referred to by. And we've narrowed it down to the two most prominent for the next topic.
The next topic. Tiny Miney versus Reggie Tails.
Which one's a better nickname?
Yeah.
Which hurts more?
Which hurts more?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
I've always liked the Tiny Miney. It's kind of nice. You know, it sounds
It
good.
rings. It has a ring to it. Reggie Tales is kind of, a knockoff.
Oh, 100%.
100% of Veggie Tales.
100%. Mia
Which-
Bouchme is the one that gave me the name for it.
Which I like
I
Mila.
gave her credit on my website.
Mine is good in that. Trying to think. It's kind of like when people say things before they charge into battle, and it like gets the
cry.
It gets the blood kind of pumping. Like I hear that, and if it's said by it's an automatic like game on kind of thing. So I mean, and that can be depending on who says it. That could be a good thing, a bad thing. It could go either way. So
How they say it.
how they say it, the tone. Tone has a lot.
I can't believe nothing was about my bald head on that. I assumed my nickname was going to be about a bald head.
I thought so too.
I figured it had to be about a bald head.
I thought for sure that they would go with something.
Nah, 'cause I just-
just like today in
I
class.
got called egghead the other day.
Egghead?
Every time I shave my face, they call me an egghead. There you go. And then the balloon from Phineas and Ferb or whatever, they said that I look like that when I shave my face. There's a balloon. I have no
I
idea.
haven't seen, because I watched a lot of Phineas and Ferb, but I haven't seen it.
I have no idea what it's about.
But I
think
thought, because today we talked about Italian unification, and so I said that one of the fathers of it was Mr. Walters. And they're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. The guy's name was Count Garibaldi. And so he was involved in Italian unification.
And I think of you every time when I have to write at the very bottom part of the board, and I appreciate this since we're going to get to nicknames. When I have to write at the bottom of the board, and I get down on my knees to write at the bottom of the board, and I go, who am I? That's my favorite part, because I get Count Garibaldi other time. I figured, why not? So then, of course, the students know Mr. Minehart.
It's because I'm famous.
That's true.
Okay, so just to both of you, when students call you these names, do you see them more as disrespectful or endearing?
Usually when the students call me that, it's, if they make some reference like egghead or whatever, or call me Mr. Clean or something like that, then it's all in good fun. It's usually not a sign of disrespect. If someone wants to disrespect me, they normally call me something worse.
I would disagree and say that usually when the Tiny Miney comes out that, again, by friends, it's been a long time nickname, but that's with friends. Students, as much as I may like some of them, are not my friends. They're students. And so there, I think, should be a line between that, and I think that nickname in particular goes a little above and beyond the student-teacher relationship.
You give nicknames to students, no?
Of course.
The next debate topic. Tall and bald, hair and square. Which is better?
I don't know if either of them work out well, do they? My head's cold all the time, dog. I have a bad hair day every day, man. That's just
No, I mean, think about the time saving, though, for you. Get up in the morning.
There is some really good truth to that.
Huge. I mean, it takes me, it's not easy to do this. It's it takes me a good, 10 minutes to make sure it's all perfectly coiffed.
Is that what you call it?
Perfectly coiffed. You've never heard that word?
No.
See, you gotta...
Apparently, I'm just in the math all way too much.
That is, you need to expand your vocabulary.
I gotta say, there's advantages being tall. There's not many advantages being bald, but there's one. You do save on shampoo.
That's true.
That's about it.
That's
it.
But then you lose it in suntan lotion.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, you wear a hat. You have to have a hat. So you
See,
so
I
you
don't
lose.
like hats, so I wouldn't like it right away because I'm not a hat person.
Now, I will tell you this. This is the legitimate thing. This is the one big perk that I think. You can drive around with your car window down and not care.
It's true.
That's honest to goodness, I think the best thing about being bald.
So you can drive with the window down.
Yeah, you don't have to worry
top
about your hair
down.
like flying around. You could care less. You could
That's
care
true.
less. That is like honestly the best.
See, I'm always about money, right? I'm thinking, ooh, look how much I
that's
save
true.
on haircuts.
Well, that's true. I haven't paid for a haircut in a long time.
Exactly. See, there's huge advantages to being bald, then, because I mean, savings on that. I mean, it's a money saver actually, if you think about it.
But it's always awkward when you come into a conversation and their eyes transition from your eyes to your head.
And then you said my eyes are right here.
As we get older, you'll appreciate being shorter way more
Yes, you will.
because you age better.
Yep.
That's
The taller you are, the more liable for heart disease, knee issues,
back
hip issues, back. I mean,
Hold on, but you heard all the time though.
that's true. That's just me getting old. Period. Not
That's
I'm
because
tall.
you're still playing soccer.
That's why
there you
I'm
go.
out.
That's it. There you go.
Back on the knees.
By the way, my back hurts all the time.
So it is. For, again, health reasons, it's better to be short.
It's everyone wants to be tall. Usually, you know, the kid they want to be tall. Right?
Everyone, all the kids want to be tall, and then when they're about like 50, then they start shrinking anyway, and so they're like, I'd rather be short.
There is definitely advantages as reaching things high and that kind of stuff. That is nice, but
It is. But like getting through crowds,
you have an advantage.
yeah, I have an advantage.
But
It's
if
like
everyone
it's
was that size, though, then it'd be like
it'd be the same thing.
the 1800s.
It is.
Because then you'd be
Everyone's the
normal
same
height
size.
in 1800s, right?
It'd be all good. But now it's like I can just. Psh, psh, psh.
Okay, have you ever considered going bald?
Wouldn't you do like for a fundraiser? Could you imagine doing that?
I did think about actually. No, honestly,
school fundraiser. Or something?
I did. There was a couple times coaching where I'm like, if we win, like I was even gonna say regional championship with the boys. I'm like, I will shave my head if we win regionals. Never happened. But I did probably at least 3 or 4 times. I pretty much
You
put
offered
that
it.
out there. I offered it. I will shave my noggin.
I think that's
if
a
we
great
win regional
opportunity. I think
championship.
we should come up with a great cause that you'd be behind, and then people will put money in for that.
Are you bald by choice?
I mean, could I grow this out a little longer and have a comb over? You mean, or like this is pretty bald, but yeah. So I remember when I was 19 years old. I first started losing my hair. It was so depressing. It was so depressing. Horrible feeling, by the way. And so I get married, and I looked at the pictures of wedding photos and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm really bald. And then going bald looks bad. It's you're trying to hide the obvious, unfortunately. and so our oldest son was born, which is almost 12 years ago. Look at those pictures, and of course that's even worse. And then when he was about one or two, so about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, I decided, you know what, doggone it, I'm gonna shave my head. Now I look back at those pictures like, man, look how nice my hair was. Like I wish I could go back to that phase.
The next debate topic, math or social studies? What helps prepare students more for the real world?
That's easy. Social studies. One, easily, is because Mr. Walters himself is a huge social studies history
Huge fan.
buff. So you figure, okay, if he likes it enough to like do it on the side, enjoy it. I mean, here's the big question, right? So how many math TV shows do you watch?
Oh, numbers.
Okay,
All right, that was about it.
exactly. How many history-related shows do you?
Oh, I watch them all.
Exactly. So right there alone, in the future, everyone watches TV. So what's going to help you more in watching those shows, understanding them, knowing what's going on? Having history or having math?
Yeah, so maybe for TV, I can go along the TV side of it.
Okay.
I will say that the
Okay.
social studies and the history side of it, I think is so important. Kids will often ask, why do we care about history? I had a college roommate that was like, this is the dumbest thing. Why would I ever care about this? But I think history and social studies is huge to make decisions about your future, like your country, like what's going on in the world, because you got to know the background. I mean, otherwise it's just, this happened, this happened, this happened. So I think it's unbelievably important. So in terms of politics and that kind of stuff, I think social studies and history is unbelievably huge. Math is, I think, more of your business, your finance stuff. People that have math for career backgrounds make a lot more money. That's
100%. I'll agree with that one.
So financially, math is huge. And if you,
What I think too, I mean, you can be just, I think, as successful with social studies by having that background. I mean, you look at, for instance, like most people who become lawyers, their pre-law degrees usually in college are usually going to be in the humanities.
No, I can agree with that.
In history. So it's the fact of so much of it is being able to converse and being able to articulate and get your ideas on. So again, if you're going in the business world,
Yeah.
you could be like a math person and you'd be great with numbers, but you could be so good at numbers that you have no idea how to talk to people and how to push your ideas and get it forward. So you see that all the time, and it's interesting. Like Shark Tank, big fan of Shark Tank.
Oh, I know the Shark Tank.
So Shark Tank, you look at some of those people come in and have these great ideas, but when they get asked questions, they literally have no idea how to articulate it. And even the Shark, like, this is a great idea, but you don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's like obviously the best of both worlds would be is if you have a great balance.
Hey, oh, thanks, thank you.
You know,
Thank you very much.
it would be the best of both worlds. Maybe you wish our politicians had a better understanding of history.
That'd be pretty important.
It would be pretty important.
I think it's
You know,
pretty-
it would. So you should take this as a road show, and go to like politicians in Washington D.C. and just ask them certain questions about history, and find out how many of them actually know the correct answers.
No, you don't do that because that'd be really depressing.
It would be really depressing.
You don't want.
Well, thank you both for the debate. Any final words on either side? Anyone thinks?
Baseball is still number one.
Baseball's number one.
You know.
No. All right. Please shake hands.
There you go.
Thank you very much.